In today's video, I'm going to be sharing 7 curly hairstyles that you can wear on day 2 and beyond. These are 7 of my most used go-to hairstyles. None of them are too difficult. If I can do them, you can do them. They're going to be a mix of hairstyles that help to show off your curls throughout the week as your curls evolve, and also a couple of updos and ones that are perfect for bad hair days in there. So let's get into it. So the first hairstyle is for days that you want your hair down, but you also want a bit of volume up top, and it's my go-to. So the first thing I'm going to do is separate some front pieces. You don't have to do this, but I personally like to have some shorter face framing pieces out. I just feel just adds a little bit of something to the hairstyle. Just really obviously helps frame my face. My hairline goes back quite far here, so I try to just bring it all around. Otherwise, if I just bring that bit, then I tend to have a bit of a gap here like that. So I like to just bring all of that around. I would say that is about right. Take the top layer of my hair and you can leave like these little bits around the ears, and I'm just kind of lifting and pulling it back at the same time, just lightly, so it kind of sits, so you have a little bit of a kind of side quiff, if you will, but it's not too obvious. So I just kind of clipped it there like that, and sometimes I will clip all of this up within it as well. It really just depends on 1, how your hair looks, like if it's really stretched out, and 2, your preference. Also your face shape can come into play. So I'm just going to do the same on the other side. Just trying to make it as even as possible. And then clip, and I'm clipping it kind of towards the back of my head. I'll show you it from the back. And these bits look like there's a bit too much hair right now, but that's just because they're not defined, so I'm going to refresh them. I've just got some water here in a spray bottle, and I'm just gonna gently wet them down. Not wet, I'm gonna make them damp. Okay, they're about the right level of wetness. I'm just gonna take some of this Curl Jelly Refresh Spray from Umberto Giannini. I really like this one. It's just very lightweight, so if you already have product on your hair, it doesn't build up too much. And you can either rake and shake to redefine and then do a little scrunch, or if you want more kind of clumpy definition, you can do a little finger roll. So roll up, twist away from your face, and then just repeat on in a couple of little clumps. So you see how much more kind of clumpy this side looks than this side. I'm actually going to repeat that on this side. I just feel like these bits for me are the ones that get the most kind of stretched out, especially because like if you put your hair behind your ears and stuff like that. I'm just going to remove a little bit of water from them, and then I'm going to dry them. I'm using the Lathan dryer. And while I'm here, I might just apply a little bit more of the refresh spray to like these areas, just because you can see they're going a little bit floofy. And for this, I'm not going to wet my hair down at all. I'm just going to literally glaze the product straight onto my hair, because it does have quite a high water content, this refresh spray. It is definitely one that you can get away with applying to dry hair. Look how much definition is coming back there already. Okay, I'm going to finish diffusing and then I'll be back. And there we go, that is the finished hairstyle. As I said, this is probably my most worn hairstyle, just because I just feel it's so easy and effortless. And if you're like me and you have kind of like silky, straighter roots, then they can go a bit flat between wash days, but just clipping that bit up and really just having the curls on show, I just think is chef's kiss. So yeah, this is hairstyle number 1. Hairstyle number 2 is another one, keeping the curls down. It's perfect for special occasions or if you're going to an event. The first thing I'm going to do is flip all my hair to one side. I don't want to put like all of my hair to one side like that though, although you can, but for this hairstyle it's more about kind of flipping my parting to the side. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take like 2 bits of hair here and I'm going to twist them and clip them, and it doesn't have to be super neat. None of my hairstyles are super neat, you will see that. I want to keep this curl out because I think it's really nice, and I want to keep this one out. So I'm just taking this section here where it's a bit stretched out and I'm literally just twisting it to about there, and then I'm just clipping it into place, and I'm going to try and hide the clip under this hair. And then I'm going to just twist this bit as well. So this is a really good one if you find that your hair gets stretched out at the sides. And it's also just like, I just feel like this is such a classy one. I wore it to a wedding at the end of last year. It was a really nice festive wedding, and I put some of these little clips in over the top of my bobby pins so you couldn't see the bobby pins, and I just thought that it really elevated the look. So that's what I'm going to do now. So just literally over the top of the bobby pins, I'm just going to slide this in like so. And here, I don't think you can see the bobby pins. Hopefully you can't. I think they're hidden. But yeah, how nice does that look? And you could either have your hair all to one side like this, so you've just got this bit pulled back, or I kind of had it so my hair was like to the side here and then it fell nicely at the back like that. And because this part is down, it could go a little bit flat, so I'm going to add some volume spray just to give me a bit of root lift and also a bit of volume throughout. If you feel like this bit is not voluminous enough, you can put one of these in at your roots while you're getting ready. So I actually did this before I went to that wedding. So what I did was I sprayed hairspray over my hair, and a bit here as well. And then I put this in at my roots and diffused it dry. And then you can just leave it while you're getting ready and take it out just before you go. I mean, this full volume isn't gonna stay, but it's gonna be way more voluminous than what it would have been if I hadn't have done that. And it actually stayed voluminous pretty much all night. I didn't really have to do much zhuzhing of my hair. There's like a massive curl clump here, so I'm gonna try and separate some of these. And this will also help give me a bit of height, fake a bit of volume at the root. I love these juicy curl clumps. Give it a little scrunch. I love this hairstyle so much. I just think it looks so classy. And yet again, it's another effortless one. Number 3 is kind of like a half up, half down. I actually learnt this one from Sophie Marie Curly. Works on so many different curl types as well. So firstly, I'm just gonna take a couple of little face framing pieces out. You know I can't help myself. So I'm gonna take this section of hair that gets stretched out really easily on both sides of my head, and I'm gonna create a headband. I'm just going to loosely put a hairband around the rest of my hair. Also, I'm going to clip these front bits up because they're going to get in my way. With this, you can either twist or you can plait. I'm going to do another style where I plait. So with this one, I'm just going to twist it towards you. So I'm going in a clockwise direction and then under. And then same with this one, twist it in towards my face and under, twist it towards my face and under, and then you just repeat that basically down your whole head, and then it shouldn't unravel. And then how cute is it when you have like a little ringlet at the end? I just think that looks so cute. Boing. So I'm just going to secure that in place with one of these little hairbands while I'm doing the other side. Then I'm going to repeat the same on this side. You might need a bit of oil on your hair if you find it difficult to part. Just securing this at the end. I just realised I didn't need to secure that one as low down because all I'm going to do is just secure these together here and then bring it back over my hair like a little headband. I'm going to secure it just under my chin, about here. I think that's about a good distance. Take this one off. And then just unravel them, or you can keep them together. If you want to, you can kind of pull them out a little so they're not as tight and skinny. So now I've got my little beard, I'm literally just going to take my hair out at the back and just bring the hair over like this. At this point you can tighten it a bit if you need to. How cute is that? It's kind of like a little whimsical vibe. It keeps all your hair back. It solves the problem of these bits being stretched out. And then what you can do is, if you don't want the face framing pieces out, you can just kind of tuck them under the rest of your hair like this. Or if you do want them out, then you can just pull them out. How cute does this look? It's such like another effortless one, but you want to have your hair down but you want to have it out of your face. Obviously you can put these back with the rest of your hair if you want to. Again, it's a really good one if your roots go flat between wash days. Yeah, I really love this hairstyle. Let me know what you think of it. The next one is so similar. I'm gonna make a low ponytail. So I'm just gonna plait these bits together. With this one, you do need to go down a bit further with the plait, just because you're basically going to be twisting it over the ponytail. I've got some longer bits sticking out here from my face framing pieces. When I shared this hairstyle on shorts, it went viral and I don't know why. I think that it is just like a really good way to elevate a low ponytail. Okay, so I'm going to make my plait on this side. If you find it confusing doing the plait while you've got your hair down, you can just tie your hair. I would recommend maybe doing the ponytail first. I usually do that. I don't know why I didn't do that today. Section off front pieces and these little bits, do your ponytail, then do the plait. So just plaiting these side bits. I've reached the end of this little face framing piece, so I can't plait it any further. But plait as far down as you can. And you can loosen the plait a little bit if you want to. Hopefully that's going to make it look a bit more even. Then you want to secure these two together. Not as high up as you did on the last hairstyle, because you're going to be twisting these to put the ponytail through. So you want to bring it behind your head, twist it, get hold of the ponytail and pull the ponytail through the gap that you've made. It should sit just above your hair tie. I'm using a silk scrunchie from Curlfriend Collective. I think this is from the pumpkin spice line that they brought out last year. And how well does that silk scrunchie match with my hair colour? I also have their colour match ones and I just think they're absolutely fab, so I'll link them all in the description below with a discount code. What a fab way to upgrade your low ponytail. I love it. I really love this hairstyle. So cute, so effortless, but so effective. Hairstyle number 5 is a simple but chic curly messy bun. To begin with, you've got it. I'm taking some little face framing pieces out. You don't have to take them out. I just think it just looks so nice. And I'm gonna gather all of my hair into a high pineapple ponytail, whatever you want to call it. But if you find that you get bumps on the top of your head, then you can flip your head forward, which will stop you from getting the bumps, and it will also just get your hair in the correct position. So I'm holding all of my hair into a pineapple here at the top of my head. I'm going to secure it with a silk scrunchie. I'm only going to tie it around once. So I pull my hair through once, all the way through. Then I twist and go to pull it through for a second time, but I'm not going to pull my hair all the way through. Instead, I'm going to grab my hair from the back and pull it into a bun. So I just pull a little bit through like that. I don't want to pull too much hair through, otherwise it will be a bit too big at the top of my head, especially as I have quite long hair. So if you want these bits to be less long, then you can just pull this through to make this bit bigger. And then I'm just positioning them around my head. I just kind of position them first, see that I like where they're sitting. And if you want it to be a bit more like this, and like you want all the bits to be hanging out like that, then you can use bobby pins to stick these bits in. But something that I do that is much quicker than using bobby pins is use these little clips. So I'll take this bit of hair, fold it up, and then I will clip on the folded bit of hair, and that usually kind of hides the hair clip like that. So I do that on both sides of my head. Just clip it into the bun, so it's not like clipped into my scalp so I don't feel it, it's clipped into the bun. And this is basically what I do at night as well. I'll link my bedtime routine video here. And then with the back, I'll just kind of gather it and add one of those clips there as well, and then I'll just check it in the mirror afterwards. You don't want it to be really perfect with this kind of bun. It's meant to be a messy bun. It's meant to look like you just threw your hair up. And then sometimes I'll just add a claw clip to this bit here, but if you want to make sure that that's not showing, if that's a bit clumpy, then you can just add some little bobby pins. Pull any bits out that you want to be a bit longer. It's one of those ones that if you do too much to it, then it just won't work for you. So I'm gonna leave it there. You can refresh your face framing pieces, give them a little scrunch, diffuse them dry. And this is my messy bun. If you don't want to have a center part in here, but you still want some bits out, what you can do is kind of take the side bits from your face framing pieces and just clip this up into the bun like you just did with the other bits. And I think that looks even more effortless. You could put one behind your ear, have one out. You could clip this one up if you wanted to. So yeah, that is my simple, effortless, messy bun. Hairstyle number 6 is an effortless claw clip hairstyle. It's perfect if you're having a bad hair day but the very ends of your hair are still curly. So the first thing I'm going to do is gather all my hair to the back of my head, keeping a few face framing pieces out. So I'm gathering all my hair to the back of my head into a ponytail, kind of like a mid ponytail, but obviously it depends on your hair length. If your hair is shorter, then you want to go higher with the ponytail. If your hair is longer, then you want to go lower with the ponytail. So I've created my ponytail, and then I'm just going to twist my hair up to the top of my head, set it in place, and then add my claw clip. So simple. And if your hair's shorter, you might just want to kind of part it at the top like that, so it will probably all sit like this. Because mine's longer, I can kind of flip it back and then arrange it around the top of the clip. You just want to play around with your hair, redefine a couple of bits, twirl a couple of bits around. What an effortless hairstyle, but it looks like I made a bit of an effort. I love this hairstyle so much and I wear it so often. Hairstyle number 7 is the twist low bun. This is the hairstyle that I wear when I'm having a bad hair day, when my hair is greasy, when it's stretched out. So I'm starting with my hair in a center parting, and I'm just going to take a small section from the front of my hair here, and I'm just twisting, and every time I twist, I'm just grabbing another piece of hair and twisting it towards the back, all the way until I get to the nape of my neck. And then I'm just going to secure it in place. You do have to work quite quickly though, because it can unravel. Okay, now I'm at the bottom on this side. I'm going to take this clip out. I might need to just retwist this one in a bit. So now I've got 2 twists and I'm going to secure them together. So I'm wrapping the scrunchie around twice, and then on the final one, I'm just pulling part of the hair through, so I'm pulling it into a bun. Now I don't want that bun to be too big, so I've just pulled a little bit through. Depending on your hair length, the bun is going to look different. So I'm going to split the excess hair into 2, twist each section, and then wrap it around my hair. There's a few different ways that you can wrap it around, but this is my favourite way to wrap it around. And then when I've wrapped all the hair around, I'm going to secure it with a scrunchie. And then if you want to, you can loosen, you could pull a couple of bits out if you want to. I'm personally not too worried about it being bumpy at the back, but if you want it to be more smooth, you can just gently brush over it to smooth it. That is my twist low bun. It's actually quite a big bun for me because I've got quite long hair. If you're conscious and you have very fine hair, then something like a hair donut can make your buns look thicker, so that is definitely something to bear in mind. I just have a couple from Primark and they work really well. But yeah, this is my twist low bun. So there you go. Those are 7 simple hairstyles that you can do between wash days. These are the 7 hairstyles that I have in my rotation, and there's some that I wear more than others, but these are pretty much my go-to hairstyles. So I hope that they help you. As always, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give it a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you soon. Bye guys.